Last week, Americans celebrated Thanksgiving, but Tony Khan had nothing to be thankful for as AEW Dynamite records its lowest key demo on Wednesday Night History. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Not good, the numbers for AEW Dynamite. We've been saying it for it feels like years now that the numbers have been on the decline, but now they're getting into uncharted territory. It's not the worst rating overall, even though it is damn close to it, but it is the worst key demo ever on the usual Wednesday night time slot in Dynamite's history. So really bad news here for Tony Khan over the holidays. So Dynamite, November 27th, Wednesday 2024. It was 8 o'clock to 10 p.m. It averaged 536,000 viewers, which is a shocking number, to be honest. And it is one of the lowest numbers, I believe, in Dynamite history. I think it's the third lowest that Dynamite has ever done. So I believe it's the third lowest viewership. Previously, they'd done, I think, 498, and then they'd done 520 something. So this is the third lowest in its history, which is bad. 536,000. That's criminal. Absolutely criminal. I remember at the start of the year, AEW Dynamite, it was going under 800k, and that was considered a disaster. Dynamite being at 800k, that was like people were losing their minds, and now we're getting close to 500k, and I mean, who knows? By the time we get to the end of the year, Dynamite, depending on what happens, you could be looking at January, February, and in the space of just over 12 months, they've lost 50% of their viewership. The decline is there for everybody to see. So these numbers absolutely suck. There's no doubt about that. But the big number this week maybe isn't the viewership. As bad as that is, and it's very, very bad, the key demo is worse. So this is the lowest key demo in the Dynamite Wednesday night normal time slot history. This week's key demo was 0.15. So a 0.15 for Dynamite. Absolutely shocking. A shocking number. So that is abysmal. The previous lowest key demo was for the June 19th episode, and that did a 0.16 in the key demo, but that did 504 viewers. So I think I said earlier in the video the lowest was 498. It was actually 504, so they did 6,000 more. Just want to throw that out there in case Tony Khan tries to sue. Give him a bit of credit. Your lowest isn't 498, it's 504, so you did 6,000 more than I thought. So yeah, the lowest viewership for Dynamite on a Wednesday night is 504,000. And this week it was 536,000, but it was the lowest key demo. Previously the lowest was 0.16. This week beat that with a 0.15. And we used to hear the AEW diehards, the AEW faithfuls, the AEW ass lickers and bootlickers and all those guys, your Jerichos, your company mans like that, your Dave Meltzers. I mean, they used to rant and rave over the key demo. They never really talked about the viewership because they couldn't compete in those numbers. But when AEW first started, the first 2 years, the key demo numbers were decent. They were. And Jericho used to cling on to them. Dave Meltzer used to cling on to them. Jericho used to say Dynamite will be beating Raw in overall viewerships, because I believe I think it beat Raw in the key demo some weeks, a few weeks anyway. So, yeah, I wonder what they're going to do. Jericho even changed his name, if you can remember. He changed his name to the Demo God. And it was a play on Stranger Things, because they had the demigod, and then he changed his name to the demo, because that's what Jericho does. He's pretty good at stuff like that. I mean, some people might call it cheap and lame, but he's good at like reinventing himself and trying to like play into pop culture. He is good at that. So, I mean, I'll give Jericho credit, but there's not a lot of credit here you can give AEW Dynamite. Dynamite ranked 4th in the night on cable. It was behind the basketball, it was behind College State basketball, and it was also behind Gutfield on Fox News. So, yeah, just really, really bad weeks here, really, really bad numbers. The viewership is down 16% from last week's The key demo is down 25% from last week, so the numbers are just really, really low. There's not a lot. How low can you go? That seems to be the question that we always find ourselves asking when it comes to Dynamite. But how high can you go in the viewership in terms of YouTube numbers? Well, let's have a look. So the highest viewed clip was the Death Riders attack Hangman Adam Page and Jay White. That's got 398k, almost at the 400k mark. Not surprised. John Moxley seems to be the biggest drawing thing that they have at the moment, although I would argue the whole thing has lost a lot of momentum. I think at the very beginning, at least the first few weeks, month, Moxley felt important. It was interesting. You were wondering what was going to happen next, but what happened next was absolutely nothing. Yeah, they added Pac, the bastard Pac. They added him to the group. Wheeler Yuta turned heel, and so they kicked out Daniel Bryan, and then they added Adam Page or Adam Pac. What's his name? Fucking Pac Neville. I don't know. Adrian Pac. That Welsh guy, the bastard. They added him. So the big thing that they've done is they've added some chick. You don't know me. If you don't know that promo, guys, go check it out. So they added Marina, you don't know me, Shavir. And they replaced Daniel Bryan's in with Pac. That's all that Moxley's done. He's still running about in the same faction. So we thought we were getting something big. All we got was a heel turn for the Blackpool Combat Club. They changed their name and they traded Bryan Daniels in for Pac. And they added some fucking, semi-attractive chick. I mean, who cares? That's not enough to get us to fucking be interested. We wanted Shane McMahon, but we didn't get Shane McMahon. Anyway, second place, we had Camille Quits and Mercedes Moné. TBS champion is furious. This got 174k. So yeah, Camille Quits. That'll be the only time I think Camille is anywhere near the top clips here. So enjoy it while it lasts. But yeah, I don't see her repeating numbers like that any time soon. Third place, we have the Hurt Syndicate declare Bobby Lashley AEW's most dangerous man. And I mean, who can deny that? He is a dangerous man and he could batter anybody, hands down. I'd love to see Bobby Lashley just fight the entire roster in like a legit kind of brawl-for-all gauntlet-style match where they just keep feeding people to Bobby Lashley. Remember Slobberknocker back in the old SmackDown games where you picked a wrestler and you just basically kept fighting everybody and then you beat them and then somebody else came in and it was just a matter of seeing how long you could go. I'd love to see Lashley do something like that, but legit fighting. That would be good just to see him destroy everybody on this show. Fourth place, we have Darby Allin versus Brody King in the Continental Classic League Gold, 144k. Fifth place, we have Continental Classic Blue League, Mark Briscoe versus Shelton Benjamin. Yo, no stopping me. No. Anyway, sixth place, we've got Continental Classic Gold League, Ricochet versus Claudio Cascanoli, 116k. I mean, what is it with all the Continental Classic Gold League, Blue League? I mean, who cares? It's fucking... The titles are terrible, man. You shouldn't be wording it like that. Anyway, it's just crap. I mean, it's a bunch of fucking league matches that nobody cares about. Nobody... It's throwaway. I mean, it's Tony Khan's wet dream, isn't it? Just... let's have 15-20 minute time limit draws on Dynamite. Whoa, that's going to improve the rating with guys at 8 stars. That's gonna help my company. Definitely not. Seventh place, what does the future hold for former AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland, 108k? What does the future hold? We do not know. What else do we have? We have 8th place, Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly both declared the Dynamite Dozen Battle Royal, so they're both in, 86k. 9th place, Maria May, AEW Women's World Champion, attacks Mina Sharakiwa, 84k. You know what, man? I like Mina Sharakiwa. She's got the big, juicy melons, and that's good enough for me. You know what? It's the best thing we're getting on AEW Dynamite. I think we just need to accept it. Give me more Mina Shawakiwa. Ninth place, we've got Chris Jericho, the champion, defending against Tomohiro Ishii for the Ring of Honor World Championship. 72k, Jericho down in ninth place. And then in last place, we have Jamie Hayter versus Queen Anamata in an International Women's World Cup qualifying semi-finals match. 67k. So Jericho, Chris Jericho, he avoids being last because of Jamie Hayter versus Queen Anamata. How much has this guy's stock dropped? Seriously. I think we need to look into this. It's actually crazy how bad Jericho's gotten, how irrelevant Jericho has gotten. I mean, this isn't him being a heel. This isn't heel heat. People at the moment, I genuinely think people just don't want to see Jericho ever again. He's got that go-away heat that nobody wants. It just makes no sense. It makes no sense because Jericho should be among the biggest draws in this company. He should be bringing in the fuse. There's no doubt about that. He's Chris Jericho. But every week, man, he's bringing in the lowest numbers on YouTube. A lot of the times he's bringing in the lowest quarters as well. So it's mental. It's mental what AEW has done to Chris Jericho. And he can claim that I am the learning tree, and he's having a great run. He's not. He's having the worst run of his career, at least numbers-wise. It's sad. It's actually sad to see how far Jericho has fallen here in this company. Anyway, guys, that is where we're going to end it. Their lowest key demo in Dynamite's history. Not good for them, not good for Tony Khan, but it's good for us because it gives us something to talk about. So let us know your thoughts down below, and we'll catch you in the next one. Beanfog Wrestling, thanks for watching, and peace.